Hi guys, Sam Stevens here. So, I got this book, Rudimental Remedies. It's a really, really great book. If you're looking to buy it and you're watching this video, I'm hoping that you would buy it because it's just great. It's not to grab your money or anything. It's a great book, like $25. It works amazing. It's programmed the right way. Programmed fresh. I just saw that on some gum, but that's the right word. And I wanted to just tell you about it, give you a little overview of how I use the book and everything in between. So, there's 25 lessons in the book. First of all, that's the table of contents, 25 lessons. It goes through all 40 PAS rudiments except 2, which are 5, which is the triple stroke roll, number 5 in the list, and 35, which is the single dragadiddle, which is basically a paradiddle but with a double stroke on the downbeat. So diddle left right right, diddle right left left, diddle left right right, diddle right left left, such things like that. It just doesn't have an exercise with that, and the triple stroke roll. There's, let's see, it looks like 4 lessons with non-rudiments, just being on the list of the 40. But he calls this like the real rudiments, which are the way you approach your stroke. So lesson 1 are rebound strokes, which is just like if I just get my pad in here, it's just like rebounding, you know, like that, you know. Kind of like playing timpani, maybe legato stroke, or playing mallets, you know. I could get a mallet and do my Travis Barker. If you haven't seen that video, check it out, dude. It's great. On my Travis Barker pad, yeah. And then like all strokes, which is lesson 2, is all like downstroke, which are, he says, controlled stroke. Because you're controlling, you know, you're not letting it just rebound like in a natural manner, or an upstroke like that, and like a regular rebound. I think he does that again, and he does all that stuff for lesson 2, which are, in his words, the real rudiments, just the way your technique is and how you approach these strokes, whether it be molar or like a downstroke, controlled stroke. He also like mentions. Let's see. Tap, like a tap stroke, just a really soft stroke. And the cool thing, I was just looking at lesson 2, he has paragraphs right before all the exercises, and I'll get into like what the exercises are and everything. But he has paragraphs just telling you about the book, and not the book, just the lesson, you know, like number 4, bounce rolls. There's 4 paragraphs, and it's saying like the first, or let's see, like the second paragraph, first sentence. An orchestral roll is the drummer's way of playing a sustained note. To execute this, it is best to play off-center of the drum head. This is where the drum head has the most resonance and will give the best illusion of a sustained note. So he's giving you these ideas and techniques, and even ideas how to play, which you'd get in a link to an unlisted Roll-Off Productions playlist on YouTube, so it's not like public. And it used to be the DVD that came with it, the disc and everything. But like he gives you different ways to approach things. Like there's an exercise in lesson 1, rebound strokes, where it's 1, 2, lead 3, 4, lead 1, and it's all these variations putting the lead somewhere throughout the beat, whether it be like consecutive or on 3 instead of 4, or on 2 and 4 on 2 and 3, and you know, like stuff like that. But he says like play it on a ride cymbal. Like if you're a drummer like me, and like a jazz drummer, or even, you know, a drummer like that, like rock or anything else, you get a stick and get your ride cymbal and just play like that exercise, because you're meant and you're supposed to approach these exercises in various ways, just like how the tracks are in various ways. So, I don't know what I was saying beforehand, but, oh, yes, that's right. All strokes, and then stick control, which is George Lawrence Stone's famous book. That's on lesson 18. And it's just going, like, through stick control exercises, which, you know, is just regular, like single strokes and doubles, and just how, if you have stick control, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, and then he also does rolled grids, which is basically the sixth rudiment, but it's kind of set in a different way, like the double stroke rolled rudiment. It's all like just the standard grid exercises you have for 16th notes or triplets at your high school drumline or DCI drumline or whatever. And then he has flam fives, which is a hybrid rudiment, paired with flam drags, which is the 30th rudiment on the PAS chart. Then there's progress charts, and these are all for the tracks that are in each exercise. So each lesson is a certain place in the world, whether it be lesson 4, orchestral fantasies. So all the orchestral pieces, because it deals with multiple balance rolls, so it gives you like that kind of idea. Lesson 12, roll grids, you made the snare line. Like, so you're playing with a drum line. Lesson 10, drag rough and single drag tap, go to Jamaica for some reggae. Or, lesson 24, all around the world in 5 exercises and an etude, which there's also an etude at the end of the book, combining really all the ideas from each lesson, or from each exercise in that lesson, and then you just play with, like, this one, inverted flam taps and flam paradiddle diddles. So you have like all the stuff around the world, and just for one more, steel pan in lesson 13. All this great stuff, and it's amazing. Like there's about, I put it all on my phone because I downloaded the thing and I put it on iTunes, and I put it on my phone so I could replay it and do like stuff like you'd see on Spotify, and it's on Apple Music. For those who use Apple Music, and you can like replay stuff and loop it. And I just did that because on the Files app, I'm sure you're not able to replay it immediately. You have to like scroll all the way back and do that. And it was like 960 tracks. But the thing is, you have lesson, like so, for your perspective, lesson is the first number, right? So we'll just like draw a little number. And then the exercise in that lesson, which there's about 5 or 6 or 4 in a lesson. And then the tempo marking. Tempos go up to 7. 5 are the main ones that you strive, like you want to strive to get to 5. 6 and 7 are like the bonus ones, and for an extra challenge. But like if you're in the time crunch, like just go to 5 and go to the next exercise, you know, so you just get the idea of this whole thing. But, you know, it like the tracks are like 1:30 each. Some are 40 seconds. Some are maybe 2 minutes, like at the slowest tempo. But each exercise has a different track. Like lesson 1 is funk, dealing with all the rebound strokes. And the first exercise of the first lesson, at tempo 5, he has a little dialogue at the end and saying, hey, you did it, you know, like good job, you made it to the 5th tempo. Have you ever had that much fun playing single, like, single strokes, or just, quarter notes. Have you ever had that much fun playing quarter notes? Because it's 4 measures, and like you play like right hand, or sorry for your perspective, right hand 4 notes, left hand 4 notes, right hand 2 notes, left hand 2 notes, and then the last measure is alternating strokes, right left, and it's just quarter notes. And like the 7th tempo is probably like, right, but the 5th tempo is like that, you know. I mean, I have my pad, so. And like you repeat it like forever, you know, like for maybe about 1:30, which gives you a lot of reps. You don't just play the exercise once and then move on to the next tempo. You have to play through the whole entire track, which is about 20 reps. For some exercises. Some are maybe like 5, but they're like 16 bar exercises, you know. But you go through the whole thing and get tons of reps, and you know for sure if you could play that perfectly, in essence, then you can just go and move on to the 2nd tempo. And you always start at the first tempo because you get to show that control, first of all, playing slow, because it is sometimes hard playing slower than playing faster. Just start off at 1, and then it takes you like 1:30, then go to the second tempo if you're already really, really good at that. And that's how I approach the book. It's like there's these Nathan rules. It's Dr. Throwdown, John Wooton, his student, like a guinea pig for this book when he was writing it. And he like based off these 3 rules based off of Nathan, which was the guy. And he always says like start at tempo 1. And that's all you do. Like and the progress charts, I just make a little like if I could draw something. I mean, I don't want to show the book and get in trouble. Like so, let me just put the 5th exercise, like just whatever notes, and then I'm just gonna put a box and pen, but an S for snare, because some single stroke exercises just dealing with single strokes, alternating all the time. I can maybe do timpani with, like practice on the Travis Barker pad. Everyone watch that video. Or with mallets, but you don't really double mallets. Like maybe I incorporate mallets, but in case I want to do that, like see here, let me see, right there. Like here's lesson 5. These are all the notes, and I just put S, and then it's gonna be in pencil, but I box it in pen. So if I erase it, like say I'm at 4, well then I could erase it then and write 5, and then write 6 when I'm ready. If I want to add like an M for mallets, then I just add a little box at the top, put the M in pencil, probably, or you can put it in pen. I probably should, because I don't want it to accidentally erase, because all I'm messing with is just the tempo here, and then that's it. That's my progress chart. I just put it right on top of the lesson number, and some I had to put to the side because of the paragraphs for each lesson. Like the exercise is right below it, so I may not be able to write it right above that bubble saying exercise 1, but I just write that down, S blank. I box it in pen so it doesn't erase ever, so it could just be neat, and I'm not just writing 4 anywhere in the whole entire book. I just write it right on top of that exercise, and that's what I like to do. Another way, since I categorize myself as a little more advanced in reading and doing that, and just technique as a whole, and I confidently know my rudiments and can play my rudiments. I just go from lesson 1, like yesterday I did lesson 1, because I'm starting to get back into this book again. And I did all the lessons, found what tempo I'm able to play at fastest. I started at tempo 1 and played it all the way up. Sometimes I may do it twice if I don't feel confident, but then I bump it up eventually. Then I went to 25, because I want to incorporate all these different techniques and these different rudiments, not just kind of go in a chronological order, but you can approach the book however you want. If you want to go in chronological order, he says that the book gets more difficult as you go on. So I'm doing lesson 1, rebound. Then I'm doing lesson 25, flam drags, flam flies. Tomorrow, I'm going to do lesson 2, all strokes, which are, rebound, control, taps, and upstroke. Then I'm going to do 24 the next day. And I'm just going to go 24, then 3, 23, 4, 22, 5, 21, 6, 20, all the way until I meet in the middle, which is probably like 13. Because that's what 25 divided by 2 is about. But I don't even mess with that little progress chart, but it's great. It just doesn't include 6 and 7. It only goes to 5. So if you're going the 6 and 7 route, the bonus ones, and the etude, but I think all etudes only have 5 tempos. I'm not too sure. But I just wanted to be able to freely write down and not have to just check, because what if I come back to this months from now and I can't play 6 anymore? I don't want to have to, 6 for like every exercise in the whole lesson. I don't want to have to erase the check marks and then like leave a little thing there, and because after months it kind of gets a little stained on there in a way for pencil. I just don't want to deal with that, because then I have to go all the way back here and check off of that stuff. I just want to grab my pencil and write down 5 once I'm done. at the exercise at the same page I'm on. So that's basically it. You can approach it however you want to, but regardless, it's a great book. You should get it if you're looking to practice rudiments or just build your hands, like get your hands stronger. This gives you so many things to make your hands stronger. And he also has another book called The Drummer's Rudimental Reference. It has 41 sections covering all the rudiments and everything, and it's like 140 pages or something. This is only like 60. But it still has like tons of exercises in it. Like 25 times 5, that's the average for about, that's 125. That's 125 exercises you can pull out from here. And that times 7, which is about like the amount of tracks, is about like 900. You know, that's 875. So it about correlates to that. You know, so, oh, and then the etude. I forgot. So there's just tons of things. I'm not messing with the etudes right now. I'm just doing my exercises. Sorry, I keep on messing up the word lesson and exercise. Lesson holds all the exercises. And I'm just doing all the exercises. I'm not worried about the etude till I can confidently master all exercises throughout the whole book. And then I can combine all that into the etudes that are for each lesson. I just want to give you a quick overview. Anybody who's looking at the book, I highly recommend it. There's other books, like I have the Joe Morello one. It's Master Studies, Stick Control, Accents and Rebounds, Drummer's Rudimental Reference book. Another book, I think. I don't know, I have so many snare books. Just take, Rudimental or Reefed. Rudimental Logic, that's what it is. Rudimental Logic, yeah, by Bill Bachman. I have all those books, and to me this one is the most programmed and is the most easy to work with. There's paragraphs explaining each lesson, which gives you a little insight into it. There's videos on YouTube in that unlisted playlist that you can look at. Yeah, I know this was probably a little long. I don't know how long I've been sitting here, but you know, if you're as dedicated as me, I'm sure you'd appreciate the book, and that's all I really had to say. So I must see you later with another video. Check out Travis Barker video if you want to check out all my state performances. It's cool stuff on there. Show the channel some love, baby. You got it. Enjoy this book if you get it. Never give up. Good things are ahead, and this book will help you get there. So have a good day, y'all, or night. It's 9:05. I want to practice a Delacluze etude. No, oh my god, it's 10:05. Oh, I ran my clock wrong. I want to practice my Delacluze etudes before I go to bed. So y'all be safe, and what did I say last time in the tenor? Oh, check out the tenor tuning tips as well. I don't know, I said something. Find whatever you like best and move on with it. Move on with it, okay? Bye, guys.